There are a lot of combat-based video games, and since the 90s, that number has grown exponentially, even if the number of franchises has reduced steadily. But for Nathan Salyer, there's only one game that's considered the perfect shot.
My name is Nathan Salyer, and I play Players Unknown Battleground, also known as PUBG. So PUBG is a battle royale video game for Xbox, PlayStation, and even PC, where 100 people are in an airplane and they jump out without any gear. And once they land, they have to scramble to go find weapons and armor and all sorts of other different accessories. And they basically battle it out into where the last man standing wins. I think that PUBG is a very replayable, or it kind of draws you in by the people that you play with, and that kind of gets you into the game. But it seems to be a different experience every time you play the game. The switching of the maps, the different types of gameplay, you may drop in one area one time and not see most of the map. The next game you play, even if you get the same map, you're going to be dropping in a completely different area. And the gameplay just seems to change every time you play. The different maps are going to have different landscapes, and I believe right now there are 7 different maps. But each map has its own landscape, whether it be a city, whether you be in the jungle, whether you be in the desert. My favorite map is the OG map, Erangel. It is a larger map, and the gameplay in that map just, it takes forever. So you can either hot drop and get into a fight right away into some of the more popular cities, or you can jump further away from where the aircraft, path goes over the map, and try to stay away from people, loot up, and get all the gear that you need, and then run in and try to win that way. So there's 2 different types of gameplay, and I think Erangel really sets the players up for that type of different gameplay. Over the time since PUBG came out, there's been a lot of additions to PUBG and how the game is played. They've added new maps, they've added new weapons, they've added new accessories. One of the things that they added to PUBG that's more than the Battle Royale is some of the events that PUBG puts on. One of my favorite events in PUBG was when they introduced the giant Godzilla chicken. It was a map called Karakin. 16 people would drop in. We would scramble to get weapons, and lo and behold, in the middle of a map, there was a giant Godzilla chicken that was trying to kill every one of us. And so not only did we have to fight other players, we had to fight this big chicken that took forever to kill. But it was so much fun. It was just absolutely a lot of fun to have to worry about other people trying to take us out, and us forget about the chicken, and the chicken comes and stomps all over us. There's a lot of features within PUBG that are starting to expand. You can start leveling up your weapons. And again, it doesn't change gameplay. It doesn't change, give somebody a leg up on, whether they can win or not. But you can start to change the look of the weapons, whether it's from the muzzle attachment to the magazine to the stock. to the overall look and design of the gun. They're starting to do things like that, even with the vehicles. They're allowing you to change the wheel types. They're allowing you to change whether you have a McLaren or a coupe. They're giving you customization options that they didn't at the beginning of when the game first came out. So I think, those types of skins and those types of customizations, I think are really a good appeal for PUBG and what they're trying to do and what they're trying to bring forward. Yeah, so they do have quite a bit of stat tracking in PUBG. They have everything from kill-death ratio to what your favorite weapon is or most used weapon and how many headshots that you've been able to do with what weapon, your average damage per weapon or overall average damage. They've got quite a bit and they seem to reset that every season. So for each season that they have that comes out, and it's based on patches, like I said, I believe we're on season 22 right now. They have it broken down per season and overall. They also have how much game time you've spent. So, overall, how many hours have you played PUBG? I think I'm somewhere at 3 to 4 months worth of playing PUBG. Yeah, and I don't mean within breaks. I mean, that's overall, it shows that I've played PUBG around 3 or 4 months. PUBG has several different reasons why I think you should try it. One is the realistic military aspect that it brings. 2 is the customization of characters. I know that there's a lot of people that like to customize their characters or their vehicles, and PUBG brings that to the game. The third aspect is the different types of maps that they have. Whether you like long games or short games, PUBG has both of those, and I think PUBG is a great game to try and see if you like.